Hello everyone and welcome to Happy Healthy with Jess and to my channel. I'm so pleased you're here. So we're going to do today a gentle yet grounding yoga practice, ideal for either starting your day or ending your day. All you'll need is a non-slip surface, maybe get yourself a blanket or a cushion to prop up some of the poses that we're going to do, and we're going to primarily focus around the hips and around the root chakra today. So let's get going. So let us begin, everyone, in a grounded and comfortable seated position. You can sit however you want to, but my advice, especially to feel grounded around the pelvis area, is to maybe bring a cushion or a blanket or something underneath your hips, just for a little bit of comfort. Let your lower belly just completely relax, let everything go. And let's maybe bring the palms to face down. This is quite a grounding gesture, so could be quite a nice position for us in this practice. Only when you feel ready, maybe close down the eyes. Now that might not be comfy for you, so if that's the case, just gently soften the gaze down. Allow your jaw and your face to relax. Your shoulders, your belly and hips. And before we even get going, just bring an attention to your seated position, to where your hips are connected into the ground, into the cushion, wherever you've begun. And especially noticing the very base of the spine and the pelvic floor area. Bring an awareness to your breathing. Soft and gentle breaths through your nose. And just guide them in and out without any judgment to begin with. So often we immediately think we need to be relaxed, we need to slow the breathing. Just let all that go and just breathe and sit how you want to sit. Just be. And just observe. Quite often when we start a yoga practice, we think that the mind needs to be obedient immediately. Let that go. Your mind will wander. And in order to feel more grounded, more secure in ourselves, we have to just let those thoughts come. We have to observe them and then deal with them. So if your mind does wander, observe where it's gone and just come back to the practice when you can. Just another few minutes here, not too long. And let us just slowly start to ground into the body and breath. If you are comfortable doing so, I would love you to bring your thumbs around the back and the fingers around the front of the lower rib cage. So just notice where that is. You can give your body a little prod, find those lower ribs, and really kind of apply a little bit of pressure with your hands here, shoulders relaxed, belly relaxed. And as you breathe, you'll immediately notice some movement underneath your hands. Inhale, the lower ribs and the belly expand. Exhale, the belly and the lower ribs gently fall. And just continue this for me for a few breaths. See if you can keep your shoulders and your chest nice and still, so that we're encouraging this lower breath. If your breathing's really high up in the chest and the shoulders, we're just giving that little bit of a signal to the body that there's a threat or a stress. So just calming and lowering the breathing. Again, setting us up really well for feeling grounded in both mind and body. A few more breaths. Nice and quiet and gentle breathing as well. Really nice. Now this is going to continue through the rest of this practice. This gentle breathing, this lower breathing. At any point, don't be afraid to put your hands on your body or to just connect with that lower rib area. Now before we get going into some physical movement, replace your palms down onto your thighs or into your lap, wherever's comfy, and bring an awareness to the very base of your spine and to the pelvic floor. This is where the root chakra lies, Muladhara Chakra, and you want to think of this as an energy center or a center of consciousness. The color that corresponds with this area is red. And this area is all about making us feel grounded, safe, secure. It's to do with our kind of basic needs for safety, food, shelter, love, connection. When you are ready, if you're comfortable to do so, just bring the palms together for me. Just a little symbol of intention setting for yourself. And we're going to set an intention or a sankalpa, our deep desire or resolve for this practice. Mine is to encourage a sense of grounding, both physically and mentally, and to be gentle with myself. You're very welcome to steal that for yourself. You can have that one, or you might have another one, another reason for being here, another desire, resolve, intention for these few moments that we have together in this practice. Once you have it, everyone, just repeat it again in your mind or out loud. And let us get going. Well done. So we're actually going to come straight into a child's pose. So maybe just put your cushions or your props to the side, just so that they're not in the way. And we're going to come into our balasana. Your knees are going to go wide, if that's comfy. And you're going to ground your hips towards the heels. You could put a cushion underneath here if that's better for you. And just gently bring the forearms and the head down. If the head doesn't reach, you could put it on a block, yeah? And from here, just inhale down towards your inner thighs, your lower back, and your bum muscles, your glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Really let the hip area surrender. Because the root chakra is right in that pelvic floor, that base of the spine area, all of the muscles around that are what affects it. You know, when we strengthen and stretch around the glutes and the hips, we're going to start to feel that more grounding energy. When you're ready, just reach your fingertips a little bit further forwards on the mat. Have a big stretch. You could have a little wiggle, a little move from right to left. Don't be afraid to do what feels nice for you. Yes, I am guiding you, but ultimately your body is your own guide. So you might move from right to left, have a little stretch into the upper back area as well. Nice, everybody. Let's come on to all fours. So spread your fingers, shoulders on top of wrists, knees underneath your hips, and let's move through a cat-cow. And I want you to lead from that base of the spine, right from down here. So a gentle inhale, dip your belly, lift the chest and the chin, and look up. Breathing out, arching your spine up, push down into the mat, chin to chest. Inhale, dip the belly down through that cow pose, lift the chest, the chin, and your gaze. And exhale, arch it up. Now just keep this going in your own time. You can do this for as long as you want to. I mean, honestly, it's probably my favorite move of all time. I could stay here for 20 minutes, but you choose how long you move through. And you want to kind of think about your mid back here as well as you move. So yes, the lower back, your lumbar spine, gets pretty much all of the extension. but think about your mid-back as well, so we get a bit more freedom there. Well done, everyone. Now feel free to have any little wiggles that you want, but from here you can use blocks, you can use props if you want to, but we're going to bring the right foot to the outer edge of the mat, so right to the outside of your right hand. If your hands stay down, that's cool. If not, like I say, grab yourself a prop, anything that you need, and we're going to bring ourselves into a lizard. So see if you can sink the hips down. Yeah, and feel free to have a little move in and out here. Still gently breathing through your nose, and if comfortable, close down your eyes for me. Turning inward with your focus. Beautiful. And if you can, place your palms right down flat onto your prop or onto the mat. Feel that ground beneath your hands, beneath your right foot. Again, connecting with the earth. I mean, that is partly the reason I have many plants in my house. I think I have, at the moment, I've got 50, a count of 50. But again, these sorts of things really help with feeling grounded, really connected to nature. Well done, everyone. I've got little trees on this Yogi Bear mat as well, which is always quite nice to look at. Good, well done, everyone. From here, we're just going to send the hips back. Now feel free to maybe straighten out that right leg, maybe point and flex through the foot a few times. Just give yourself some gentle movement. Remember, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It might not look like I'm doing, yeah? You just do what feels nice for you. We're going to move to the left side. So again, if you were in all fours, left foot to the outer edge of the mat, fingertips or hands down, but the first stage is just to have a wiggle in and out. Don't be afraid to move back and forwards as well. Inhaling. Exhaling. Nice, everyone. Again, if you can, palms facing down, connect with the ground beneath your left foot, and surrender. Gentle breaths in. Lower ribs and belly expand. Gentle breaths out. Everything relaxes. One more time. Well done. Good, everybody. Again, just release how you want to release. Maybe a little flex and point in through that left leg, left foot. Good work. Well done, everyone. Right, from here, let us come into a pigeon pose. So this is kind of going to be us starting to wind down because this is a nice little short practice. But again, from all fours, we're going to bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Yeah, wiggle your right foot towards your left wrist. If you are someone who knows that pigeon pose is not for you, sit cross-legged instead. So bring the right leg in front and I'll guide you from there in a second. So my right leg is forward, knee gently turning outwards, left leg lengthening back. If you need to, whoops, you could maybe guide something underneath your butt cheek. But to begin with, we're going to do a little bit of strength here. Okay, so the further forward you'll be, the less intensity of the back bend, of the extension in the spine, yeah? Flex your right foot, push your right thigh really strongly down into the mat. So pushing it down. Squeeze your left bum cheek. Now some of you will have to stay here, that's brilliant. Maybe though, some people, if you've got that energy and that strength, lift your body up so your fingers come off the mat. You could even place them onto your leg. But you're engaged so much around the glutes, you're pushing down into your right thigh, you're squeezing your bum, that you are steady. And if I removed this, there might be a little gap here, but I am strong. It's pretty hard, yeah? So don't worry if you're like, whoa, I thought this was gentle yoga, yeah? Just a little bit of engagement, one more breath. Some of you might reach high with the arms, inhale. And exhale, let everything soften and bring your body forwards. Now, some people might stay on hands. You might bring yourself onto cushions or maybe all the way down. But bring an awareness for me into your right butt cheek, your outer hip. If you're cross-legged with the right leg in front, don't forget you could sit up on something to allow you to fold forwards a little bit easier. You could have a little move in and out, but just relax and allow the hips to stretch. Inhaling. Exhaling. Remember, this also will depend on when you're doing this practice in the day. You know, if you are about to go to bed, maybe focusing more on lengthening your exhale, on really relaxing as much as you possibly can. If you're doing this in the morning, you might be a little bit more engaged in the body, a little bit more length and strength. Let's do one more breath here, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. And when you're ready, grounding down into your hands. And we're going to slowly move out. Now, get out however you want to get out. I like to push down into the hands and take the right leg behind me. Yeah. So I'm going to give it a little lengthen behind me, tucking the back toe and just pushing the heel back. Some people might want to go into a downward dog. You know, again, if it's the morning for you and you just want that little bit more energy, you could push into a down dog. You could go back to child's pose. Yeah, but again, can we revisit that intention of grounding, bringing awareness to that pelvic floor region? Maybe visualizing the color red. Nice, everybody. Let's go into the other side. So again, from all fours or even from down dog if that's where you are. Left knee towards left wrist. Left foot towards right wrist. Right leg lengthens back. Again, if you're doing cross-legged, left leg would be in front this time. You could use your prop under your hips if you need it or want it. You know, again, sometimes I don't actually need something, but I just want it because it feels nice. Yeah. So here we go with a bit of strength. Flex that left foot. Now push that left thigh into the mat. Squeeze both bum cheeks. You'll get a bit of a stretch through this hip as well already, which you've probably already said, yep, I know that. Again, fingertips might stay down or you might lift up a little bit. More energy, less energy, you choose, but we need quite a lot of strength to keep ourselves upright. Let's do a couple more breaths. Gentle and soft. Now maybe for the last one, breathing in, reaching high. And when you are ready, breathing out, softening down. Now let everything soften once you get there. As if kind of someone's just, I don't know, put a little spell on you and your whole body's gone, woof, relax. Let everything go. Inhaling gently. And exhaling gently. If this is first thing in the morning for you, again, this kind of theme of grounding is quite important, especially as we don't want to push ourselves too hard in the morning. Everything's just a little bit, takes a bit longer to wake up in the morning, right, the body. And you know that later in the day, your body will feel different. So just be gentle with yourself. Listen and respond. Let's do 2 more breaths here, everyone. Longer if you desire, obviously. Gorgeous. Now, if you're coming with me, on the inhale, we're slowly coming up and out. Push into the hands, release that left leg however feels comfy. Maybe give it a little stretch and a wiggle behind you. Downward dog if you want it or need it. Well done, everybody. Really nice. Okay, so from here, I'm going to start to wind it down. So just come onto your bum for me. Yeah. Now we're going to start in a little diamond shape, okay? So, Supta Baddha Konasana is our lying down, and we are going to go there in a moment, but we're going to just start with Baddha Konasana, but instead of the soles of the feet quite close for bound angle, have them a little bit further away. Now, if that brings any kind of extra sensation out here, don't be afraid to use a block or to just prop up underneath the thigh a little bit like this, yeah? It just supports you a little bit more. And from here, I want us to start actually with a little side bend. So I'm going to face you just so that we can see this a bit better. So we're in this diamond shape. Bring your right fingertips or hand down. Try and keep pushing down into your bum. We're going to breathe that left arm in and up. Exhale, reach the right arm further away and take a lovely side bend over. Now really feel the stretch all the way down to the lower back as well. Inhale. Exhale, begin to diagonally reach across the right side. So almost like you're trying to bring your head to your right knee, but we're not forcing that. Good. Now you might stay there or you might move in and out, breathing in to side bend, breathing out to bow down. One more time. Lovely. Let's do the other side, everybody. So coming back up when you're ready, let me wiggle across. Left fingertips down, we breathe that right arm in and up. Breathe out, walk the fingertips over a little bit further and side bend. Nice. Try to keep your butt cheeks really pushed down into the floor, breathing in. Now optional, breathe out and reach across, like diagonally across, trying to bring that left knee towards your head. Or the head towards the knee, I should say. Breathing in, lifting up. Remember, you could stay there longer. Or you could come with me and repeat. Breathing out, bowing down. Remember, no extra force. We don't need to push into anything. Good work, everyone. Nice, bringing it back up to the middle. And we're just going to take one final little bow forwards. Gently over the head, over the legs. And again, maybe touch your feet or touch the ground. This feeling of surrender is really kind of linked to the root chakra as well. So see if you can surrender one more breath. Nice, everybody. So from here, we're going to guide it back onto the mat. And it's totally up to you what you feel you need, okay? So I said Supta Baddha Konasana, the supine, lying on our back, bound angle pose, reclined bound angle, yeah? Now, some of you actually might get there and think, you know what, just straight away before doing that, you might just want to take a little windscreen wiper twist. But before you do that, you might just want to take some little windscreen wiper twists right to left. There might be a pose you feel that you've missed that you want to do for yourself. Don't be afraid to do anything that you need. But if you are with me, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and we're going to gently relax onto our backs. Maybe bringing both hands down towards the lower belly region or lengthening them alongside your body. And let us just take 4 breaths here together. See if over these 4 breaths, you can let your legs completely relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You're very welcome to leave your legs like this. Or if they're a bit of a distraction for you relaxing, then guide them towards each other. You can give them a hand if you need to. And just for literally a minute or so, you can obviously take longer if you want to, and I always advise a longer relaxation or shavasana. But we're just going to take a minute to let everything absorb. So let your little toes fall outwards towards the ground. Maybe the hands are still down towards that lower area, towards the root chakra. Draw your chin in slightly, back of the neck lengthened. And just really let yourself go. Remind yourself of your intention. Feel the connection to the earth. And just visualize in your mind a little red glow right in the small of your back, in the pelvic floor, in the hips. Gently spreading outward across your body. Creating this feeling of stability, strength, confidence. Relax for a few more breaths. As I say, you can stay here for as long as you like. But if you're going to start your day or you're going to head off to bed, you might slowly just wake up your body a little bit. Maybe give your knees a hug. Again, a very grounding gesture. Apanasana, knees to chest. Maybe rocking from right to left. Massage that lower back area. And before we come up, just take a little roll to one side. Bring an arm underneath your head as a cushion, if you want to. And just curl up. Now this is one of those really grounding positions as well. A very safe space. Let everything relax, let everything go. You can stay as long as you like. But if you're with me, I'm just going to slowly come up to close this class. Sit in any comfy position, your spine long, your belly and your hips relaxed. And just one more time, revisit your intention. Remind yourself of the practice you did today and feel a little bit of gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up and taking this time for your mind and body. So just one more time, let's bring the palms together. This time, that symbol of thanks and respect for yourself. So bringing yourself up to a comfortable seated position whenever you are ready. Lengthen your spine and just take this moment to thank yourself for showing up, for taking this time to connect with your mind and your body. And one last time, let us just connect the palms, a symbol of respect for ourselves, but also for each other. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so grateful for this time. Thank you for coming. If you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in another practice really soon.